Hello, I'm Lawrence from Mountain Ships and I'm going to show you how to safely abseil. I've come to Bowles Outdoor Centre because they have let us use their abseiling station here. So the first thing I'm going to do is thread one end of my rope through the top part of this abseil. And now if I just pull the two ropes together constantly like that, I will end up with the middle of the rope at the top here. So I'm just going to keep on doing that until I've got the middle of the rope right at the top. Really important to end up with the middle up there, otherwise my rope might not reach the ground. Once I've done that, I can now coil up the rope and gently throw it off. So I'm going to have a quick look over, make sure there's no one down there, and then give a bit of a warning shout as well. Below! I can see the rope has reached the ground, so now all I have to do is attach my abseil plate or belay plate onto the rope. I'm going to attach my belay plate onto the rope. The rope's got two strands coming down and there are two holes in the belay plate. So I'm going to make a loop of rope and then put each one of those two loops through the two holes. And then clip it all onto the carabiner, which is attached to the abseil part of my harness. Don't forget to do the carabiners up. Now before I go, I'm going to attach a prosecute loop onto the bottom here. Now the reason why you do this is if I was to abseil down and accidentally let go of the rope, the prosecute loop would actually hold me. So I'm going to get a loop of rope here and then start wrapping it around the abseiling line. 3 or 4 wraps is normally enough. And I'll end up with 2 loops, which I can then get a carabiner and clip those 2 loops together. That carabiner can now clip either onto your leg loop, or my harness has actually got a special loop here which I can clip it into. And again, do the carabiner up and you're ready to go. To abseil down then, I'm just going to turn myself around and then put some weight actually into the harness. The prosecute loop is actually gripping the rope, so if I slide that down, I can actually start going down. But this acts as a backup. If I ever let go with both my hands, this will act as a backup. But I'm never going to do that completely. I should never rely on it. It is only a backup. To go down, lean back in the harness, push the prosecute loop down the rope, and then just slide down the rope. Keep your feet up in front of you, and that will stop you scraping on the rock as you go down. And that's how to abseil.